You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you odd. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. I have never known any distress that an hour's reading did not relieve. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. Travel light, live light, spread the light, be the light. I will not let anyone scare me out of my full potential. In order to attain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd. It is more important to be of pure intention than of perfect action. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. I should have based my judgment upon deeds and not words. You never fail until you stop trying. The men of old breathed clear down to their heels. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. If tomorrow were never to come, it would not be worth living today. The fear of appearances is the first symptom of impotence. The journey is what brings us happiness, not the destination. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. If you are not having fun, you are doing something wrong. You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. Respond intelligently, even to unintelligent treatment. People ought to fight to keep their law as to defend the city's walls. Even in the loneliest moments, I have been there for myself. Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Success, for most people, requires unlearning as much as learning. There is an intelligent way to eat a live frog. I just don't know what it is. Oh, darling, don't be bitter. It's the first instinct of the weak. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. Most often, you don't own your own mind. You borrow it from society. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. As he learns the truth will automatically free him. A wise general makes a point of foraging of the enemy. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Never say anything about yourself you don't want to come true. But if a villain can be made, then they can be unmade. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle, because you can only die once, but you can suffer forever. Just because it's fiction doesn't mean it's any less true. Old ways won't open new doors. Success in warfare is gained by carefully accommodating ourselves to the enemy's purpose. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Most of what matters in our lives takes place in our absence. A good completion takes a long time. A bad completion cannot be changed later. Only courageous hearts can endure the bitterness of truth. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. To touch the soul of another human being is to walk on holy ground. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. Dream big, wake up, take the first step into the unknown. She will always wear her crown, regardless of the hate. We have 4 problems: overthinking, trust, share, love. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. If you are untrustworthy, people will not trust you. I cannot trust a man to control others who cannot control himself. After your death, you will be what you were before your birth. It is only possible to live happily ever after on a daily basis. It isn't where you came from, it's where you're going that counts. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. There is nothing more important than your eternal salvation. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. There is no saint without a past, no sinner without a future. Excuses are merely nails used to build a house of failure. That as long as we are being remembered, we remain alive. There's no point having wishes if you don't at least try to do them. Every team has its weakness, and every team has its strength. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. To succeed in life, you need 3 things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. It's often only in the lies we refuse to speak that any truth can be heard at all. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Everything takes time. Bees have to move very fast to stay still. In the end, you should always do the right thing, even if it's hard. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Heaven is like an egg, and the earth is like the yolk of the egg. The truth is, like salt, men want to taste a little, but too much makes everyone sick. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge. Small circle, private life, and peaceful mind.